One thing I guarantee you, that you na nanonood ng video ko, you're here because the energy draws you here. Not just to click this, because you are trying to find answer, and then that's why the energy draws you here, because like we are connected to each other. Hey Lloyd, welcome to my channel. And for today's video, I'm gonna talk about angel numbers 555 or synchronicity in numerology. Disclaimer lang po, I'm not a numerologist, I'm not an expert, and also I'm not a psychic. This video is more of giving you guys advices and also help or maybe answers based on my own experiences. And I think this could help you guys to be more like awakened, spiritually awakened about what's going on with you with your angel numbers. That is something that for me it's important, because I've been there, and I, based on my own observation, I went through all this. So I think this YouTube as a platform, I take this opportunity because I want to make an impact to each of you guys na naghahanap ng sagot. Why you keep seeing this numbers and repeatedly, like 555, 544, 6688, double numbers, and any other numbers that you've seen, in your previous activities. For some of you, maybe you had all the information that you gathered online, like on Google, you can find accurate answers naman. They give you answers, like when you type the numbers, then it could probably give you the best answers. I've been there as well, so I trusted everything, any materials na pwede kong magamit for me to find answers, like Google, YouTube, and some random tarot readers or psychics online or YouTube. For me, as one of ascendants, I could say, I've learned. By the way, I've learned this term, by learning myself. I studied this, and I'm still studying. And of course, once you feel this, like the energy that surrounded you, like sometimes you'd feel like you want to find answers. So I think once you get into this, the energy will bring you or draws you to, to something like this. Like it's, keep on finding answers, and I could say that might probably random answers could confuse you. That's normal. That's why if you keep on following your heart, try to listen to your heart, and then also try to ask for guidance, God, and then ask for clarity so you can find the right answer. But this time, my videos are all about giving you guys a story, or telling you guys a story of mine, where you can also find, or maybe you can also take this as maybe aral na rin, para, because sometimes kasi connected nga tayo, diba? So each of us are connected. So that's how the numerology explains about everything, about what's going on around when we talk about the creator or the universe. So that's something to do with connection. So everything is connected. So if I'm here right now, I believe that I'm here. Maybe it's my purpose. Yeah, I claim it's my purpose to be here to share you my experience. So there, if you are keep on doubting, maybe you are confused, so maybe I can give you the answers, because this is how I deal with my 555 numbers. So I'll just tell you the whole story. So this is not the only angel numbers or angel or synchronicities that I've been experienced from the past few years or months. This is one of my experiences. So I'll just share you some, and then the next video I'll share you all the reality behind it. I am here to testify everything. So first, I've seen 555 repeatedly. Whenever I check my battery percentage, whenever I check my phone, the clock, whenever I wake up, and then suddenly I see all these combination numbers such as 555, 2226677, and the rest of the combination numbers. But we're gonna talk about 555 today. Okay, 555. Based on the information that I gathered before, 555, it's a symbol or it's a sign of big change. Okay, remember that 555 symbolizes big change, or it's a sign of a big change that could happen or coming to you. I had two different jobs, one full time and one part time. Okay, and I used to live in a different place as well, not this place. So I just moved 2 months now. Okay. So right before I moved to this new house or new apartment, and also right before I decided or something was going on, and then decided to quit my part-time job, my 555 angel numbers keep on showing. It bothers me a lot, like, because I know already. I know the meaning of the 555 angel numbers. So I know it's because I had the research for that, and I know it's a big change that coming. So for me, I feel like it's not time for me, or no, either my part-time job or full-time job, to quit one of those. So during that time, I feel like I don't know. I won't accept this. I will not entertain this 555 numerology number at all, because I don't want to lose any of this. And 555 is about uh, changing job, and at the same time moving a house. Okay, so for me, when I talk about moving house, for some of us, when you rent, of course, it's not easy to move house, right? So you have to pack all things, so it's not really easy. So I decided to not move that time anymore, because I've been moving houses for like many times now. So I decided finally during that time not to move at all. So but this sign came up, and then I was feeling like, oh my god, if if I'm gonna choose one of these options, like moving or changing job or moving house, I'd rather choose, of course, yung moving house na lang. Because I'm not ready to move or to change my job. Because, of course, it's my source of income, right? Everybody knows that. And I've been working for school here in Cambodia for like 3 years. Um, and during that time, with my angel numbers 555, I was so devastated. I was feeling like, my God, it brings anxiety, and it's really hard to focus in the now if I have this sign, which is a 555, that is just very, very intense. Um, I know that's gonna happen because I had that sign right before I experienced that situation. So I know it's gonna happen, but it's really hard to accept because it's my ego. When something that we can't accept, of course, it's our ego ruling ourselves. So during that time, I don't know what to do. I keep on asking God, why do I have to do this? I have no choice. One of this, which one? So to cut the long story short, okay, um, hindi hindi sumagi sa isip ko na mag-resign ako sa art school because I've been working that for like 3 years. And then I decided to, for some reason, I really have to quit the job, for some reason, and I still can't explain right now. So yeah, to cut the long story short, I decided to quit the job. And then I remember the sign. I said, OMG, is this the sign? So of course, I still have my full-time job. So I'm kind of like, okay, I'm safe, right? Thank God. But moving house is something, stressful to me because I have to pack up all the things and so on like that. Because I was expecting that the 555 is over. I feel like it's the 555 sign was over, so I don't have to think anything. And then suddenly, my friend approached me, telling something about new house to rent, and then um, he told me na maganda to, ganyan, blah, blah, blah. And of course, at first, I feel like I want to visit the place, and then sometimes, because pag may mga bago naman, we have to visit. So just for the visit, I didn't have any plan, to move talaga at that time. And then, naman na hindi ganun kadaling makipag-deal with the owner, and then how much is that? And then, are we guys okay? Kasi we're leaving 3 of us here. Are we guys okay with this? Are we guys agreed with the condition or something else? For some reason, we decided to accept it. We decided to get the house. And I realized that it's not or, because it says there 555. It's either you change house, you change job, or move house. But what happened to me is I changed job. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you that the main reason why I quit the art school, my friend offered me another part-time job, which is art school as well. So that's the reason why I decided to quit the job. So, quitting the job or moving house. What happened to me is quitting the job and moving house. So it's end. My God, that was so intense. So I finally guaranteed that this numerology 555 is very powerful, no doubt at all. So why I'm saying this is because our angels are trying to communicate. If you keep on study about numerology and keep to study about the universe and how this energy works around us, you'll realize how powerful this is. And not just, to manifest anything what you want. It has also helped us to at least be spiritually awakened. It's all about your journey. I want to tell a lot of story about this, spiritual awakening, but it's going to be on my next video. I just want to share my experience and to tell you and to testify you that the 555 numbers, keep seeing numbers repeatedly, are not just coincidence. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a message, and your angels are communicating. They are communicating. They like math. This is how they communicate through math. And one thing I guarantee you, that you na nanonood ng video ko, one thing for sure, the reason why you're here is because the energy draws you here. Not just to click this, because you are still trying to find answer, and then that's why the energy draws you here, because I was mentioned a while ago, like we are connected to each other. So I think it's time for you to at least try to realize what's happened, what's going on. I have a lot of stories. I also have twin flame journey, but I'm gonna cover that maybe next video. It's a very, very long story. I'm still on this twin flame journey, but I hope that everything will fall into places. Advice ko lang, whenever you see these numbers, I think you have to pray. And you also have to realize that sometimes, God, creator, universe, whatever you want to call it, I think, God is the only one who can help us. Especially right now, we have this crisis, the pandemic, the coronavirus, right? You can be precautious as much as you want, but for me, there's nothing wrong about being precautious. You wear mask, of course. You put alcohol on your hands. That's, of course, could help you to protect yourself. But asking for spiritual protection or divine protection is different. There's nothing wrong about asking for a divine protection or spiritual protection. You can do your job, you can do your work, but let it go. Let them give you this divine protection. Because we have to admit, everything is out of control. Hindi natin alam kung ano pwede mangyari bukas. Kahit saan ka magpunta, kahit naman gaano ka kaingat, di ba? But again, I'm not saying na wag ka mag-ingat, pero, di ba, especially dyan sa Pilipinas, di ba? Kapag lumabas ka, nagpunas ka ng alcohol or you're wearing mask naman sa labas. But you can't tell kasi syempre, droplets eh. Sabi pa nga nila, airborne. So, how can you just trust your own way of protecting yourselves by doing or being precocious or doing precautions? Again, I have nothing against with that. Of course, everybody has to do that, being precocious. But then again, it's time for us to realize that, the universe is here for us, to change our lives. Marami ng mga tao na parang galit sa nangyayari, but that couldn't help you, Peace of mind, I think God can give that to you. Just trust God. That's, the best advice that I could give you. So,